Hello, Temple Sinai. We are here in the sanctuary. We wanted to share a little bit of the behind the scenes when it comes to our Shabbat services. The truth is that prior to our current situation, when the cantor and I would prepare for services, we'd meet on Thursdays, we'd talk about it, and then we'd show up on Friday night or Saturday morning. Everything would be ready to go. Lights are on, things are set, and we start. But because just the cantor and I are here, there's a lot more to think about it. And because you're not here, and because we want to make sure that we're putting together the very best that we can, takes a little bit of time. When we prepare for services, we think about two things. One, keva, what's fixed about services. The prayers don't change really, okay? We still have the same prayers. What's really the challenge is the kavanah, the intention, what we bring into the sanctuary, and that's changed a lot. How do we create a prayerful experience for you when you're sitting at home? So we thought we'd give you a little understanding. Come on, let's take a tour. So now you're seeing the behind the scenes of what happens here at Temple Sinai, right? Everything is controlled by this laptop right down here that you don't actually see when you're watching services. That laptop streams two things. One are slides. The slides are the service itself, the pictures itself. And I thought you might be interested in knowing that on an average Friday night, or I'll give you last Friday night, we used 54 different slides. Now that's not all of the slides that we have, right? Friday night, we have in our collection that we've built, that we have created, we have just under 90 slides. On Saturday morning, last Saturday morning, we used 78 out of 103 slides. So it takes a lot to put this together, but those slides allow us to use one song this Shabbat and maybe a different song another Shabbat. Use one image one Shabbat and maybe a different image. Now, how do we change all of that up? Well, that's right here. This is through a program called StreamYard, and StreamYard allows us to toggle between looking at us only, looking at us on a small screen, and looking at the liturgy, or looking at the liturgy by itself. And right there, we have the ability to move things from one to the other. Now, what are we looking at? What's Cantor Norman and I looking at? We're looking at that big screen right there, which is the liturgy itself. How is that all controlled? Well, I got a mouse and I got a clicker. So I've gotten a little bit fancy and I'm able to change the slide without having to move things around. So we look at this, we get a chance to see it, and it's our chance to pray even as we're thinking about all of the things that are going on. What about music? Well, you know that the cantor is right here, but underneath we have a whole system that allows us to, like a mixer, bring all of these microphones, and we've got a number of them. Mine, his, the cantor's keyboard, and the guitar, all into there so that you're hearing what we hope is a reasonably good sound. So we wanted to share this with you. We hope that there will be a day very soon where you don't need to have all of this equipment, and we'll be able to look out at your smiling faces. But in the meantime, we hope that you will join us on facebook.com/Temple Sinai ND for services on Friday night at 6:15. Saturday morning at 10:30, and that you can always leave us a comment, which we see as it pops up, a little bit of a delay, but we see that comment, and we love when you say Shabbat Shalom. In that case, Shabbat Shalom, hope to see you soon.